Welcome to Fans of Sport. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment in the comment section below.
Well, one of the most important qualities I think I've had to learn is empathy. And why I've had to learn that as a coach is that football is a game of mistakes. And if you lack empathy, you lack a bit of understanding of how and why, because there's no player that goes onto the pitch to deliberately make a mistake. But the truth of the matter, and this is one of my principles as a coach, is that you're allowed to make mistakes, but it should be one of each mistake. So we can't talk to you about the same mistake over and over again. It's a principle of mine. Because we do corrections. There's a reason why for one game it takes me 3 hours to write if I can show you the notes, the players will tell you guys is there. Anyway, but there's a reason why we have corrections. It's because we don't want to see and we don't want to repeat mistakes. And the devil is in the detail. And so as much as I am extremely supportive, because I have to be, I am also very disappointed, because it is something that not only have we worked on and spoken about and watched.
It's happened before, yeah.
It's happened before,
yeah.
And I think it's also, it's easy for us to blame the player, but as the coaches, we've also got to look at ourselves and say, the signs were there. We've seen the signs before. What did we do? As the leaders, as the head coach, what did I do? It's difficult to say because and I should not be saying that because the truth of the matter is, how many good games has Mthobi Mvala had? He's had more good games than he's had the bad games. The unfortunate part is that part to the bad games is a clear standout error that is extremely costly. And that's a little bit unfortunate, because that's a space where, and I always say to the players, because I go there first myself, is I say to myself, first is introspection. I look at myself and I have a meeting with myself and I ask myself, but why is it happening to me? And then you have to have the answers, because it can't be a regular occurrence to you, and it's just happening by chance. Do you get what I mean? So those are the type of discussions, and he knows, like all the other Sundowns players. So, it doesn't take me even there. It takes me to a point where I get more worried about his mental health than anything else, and for many reasons. One is because, as I said to you, I don't think there's an individual that goes purposely into a match saying
to hurt everyone else. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Two, the Nedbank quarterfinal against Stellenbosch last season, there was a costly mistake.
Yeah, I remember that.
There was a costly mistake against Wydad in the semi-finals last season of the Champions League. There was in the AFL, there was a red card. Now when it gets to that point, I then start getting worried about the human being. I forget about the player as a person.
The psychological impact of all of that on 100%. You, letting 20 other players down.
On top of that, you live in a generation where cyberbullying is a norm now. And so my biggest worry is not Mthobi the player. My worry is Mthobi the human being. That's where I'm at the moment. But I've also got to give him space and time to check himself, because you do need to do an audit when things like this happen in your life. You've got to do an audit, because as much as football is a team sport, your contribution as an individual is just as important as everyone else's. And it always has to be, because if one of us lets the rest of us down, which includes the millions of supporters of this football club, which includes the Motsepe family, the people that love us, our families. Now you've got to really then sit down and reflect and genuinely reflect, without holding anything back from your own self-analysis.
When